of K-8 parents will participate in conferences where goals and progress are communicated.
To the parents too once their child reaches the goal. And in my newsletter we kind of keep a tally of how many kids have done it. So after the 2 social goals we start with an academic goal, which is usually involved around writing. So it'll be I can start my sentences with a capital letter, I can put spaces, and then we kind of do the same thing. And during our author's chair is when we measure our goal, when the students are sharing their work.
List of the 10 when we're done. Things like repeat in your head, so repeat teacher directions in your head, work quickly, focus on yourself, sell, which is stop, empty your hands, look and listen, have your materials and your tools, no chatting. This is during lessons. Look over the page, so when I'm passing things out, they should be already looking over, waiting for me. Ask questions when you need help, follow directions, ignore things that don't go with the lesson.
Work through. So every month we set a goal, and the kids had, well, first of all, they got a baseline. So they knew their baseline, and they looked at their graphs, and then they had to decide, they had to work this way across the graph. So if their addition score was low, then they did need to focus on addition first. But let's say they were strong in addition, and you can see he felt he was strong. He was close enough in addition. So then he starts subtraction as his goal area. He's not going to worry about these 2 at this point. He's going to focus on this month. And then he had to say specifically what he wanted. I said, what score would you get to make you feel like you achieved the goal? Now, I'm not saying you have to get to 40 the first month, but you need to be working towards a certain goal that you think is realistic for you, but you still have to work hard towards. So he said on his that he wanted to get between 35 to 40 right. And then from there we said, okay, it's nice to have a goal, but if you don't have some action, if you don't have a plan for how you're going to make that happen, it probably won't happen. It's just kind of a wish. And so he then had to say what he would do to make that happen. And so then he just wrote, give myself subtraction facts on a piece of paper every night for 10 minutes. And then I will have to go in and kind of give him additional maybe suggestions, like here's a great website you might try, that kind of thing. But I was looking for a form. I was going to make one. Instead, they just wrote it on the back of their graph. But this would work so perfectly for him, for them to say, where are you? Where do I want to be, and how am I going to get there? Because I think that last one is so key. If you don't talk about what you're going to do, and we talk about it as what are your parents going to do, what are you going to do, and what am I doing as the teacher to get you there?
Here's what like a 3 would be the top score. Student goals. Goals are clear and measurable SMART goals. So that would be the format of the goal. The action plan. Do students have an action plan including dates for revisiting the goal? That's the second component. The third component would be parent involvement. Parents are included in the process of writing the goals and ongoing monitoring. Reflection. Students can share their goals when asked and reflect on the goals periodically and monitor their own progress, revising when necessary. Okay? And then this one, I wanted to kind of get, apparently this was based on some research, but I wanted to find out too. The last one said student celebration, and in order to get a 3, it says students, teacher, and parents celebrate. That would be a 3. A 2 was students celebrate their accomplishments, and then a 1 is no celebration of accomplishments. So obviously there's some research out there that's saying that there's power to that celebration of when you meet your goals.